All right, Spreaker. All right, Facebook. It is time. It is time. God damn it. Let's kick it.
Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy.
CeeLo in the house. We already got Brother Shaka on the line. Lines are open, family. Lines are open. It's one of those rare nights. One of those rare nights. Who's sweet? Why you moving slow? I hope I put the right number. Give me your time. Gather around. Give you time to gather around. Gather around, family. Gather around. All right. Shaka, I hope you got some music ready, because we got some time tonight. Shit. We're about to do it, because I'm about to drop a track.
Let's see what it is.
Alright, family, I see the family is gathering. The family is gathering. The family is gathering. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need to let you know you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of December production, and we are on Tribal Quotes because it is Ojama. And family, as usual, I'm always striving to blow up your old paradigms. The hell was that? What in tarnation was that? Alright, family, so before we even get started, I want to play another track from the Afrocentric Warriors. The album was called Real Africans, about 1991 or 92. I'm not even sure. It's so long ago. And this one, I think this one is called, this is the best track on the album if it's the right one. It's called Rage in the Ghetto by Brother Ashibu. Here we go.
Brothers and sisters, Take a little time to really look at one another, then ask yourself, can we really afford to lose one another? We must understand that we are all we got. We're forgetting our past, blinded by crack and gun smoke. We must turn that mess around and make the other man choke. Down in flames, like the Hindenburg. One day I opened my ears. You ain't believe what I heard. They say your word ain't. See, you promise us great things, but only giving us a little bit. I keep your Star Strap hat as a souvenir. The uncle is dead, but I'm not even gonna shed a tear. See, right now you're the big fish, but I'm the genie in the lantern, and you get no wish. Usually you get 3, but I'm taking 1 plus the 2 that you owe me. It's so hard to feel proud. While I shed a tear, you're still talking loud. I'll never get on a boat with the man, because it reminds me of that great master plan. Oh, I haven't forgotten the last cruise we took. We end up picking cotton. You tried to play me out like a sucker, but I survived to take back what's mine, your mother. So repay your debt to us. Mama so light, cause all the nuts that you busted. You violated our blood and plagued us with acne. So who's the real savage race? Please tell me, what race is really your mind state? So the mess you bumped up is the mess you're gonna have to face. See why I'm so upset? Because you brainwashed my people, talking up the side of your neck. So I just sit back and light up a stand so to deal with the pains and the rage in the ghetto.
Oh, Sister Tiandra in the house. CeeLo in the house. Who else?
Who really knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? Our heads are filled with these false hopes and dark dreams. The rage in the ghetto, it drives me to chaos. Brothers talk they mess and get tossed. See, deep down inside, I wanna change, but it's hard as hell. Remove these chains on my brain. You got me thinking that I'm less than I really am. Put up a 10-foot pole and impale sand. The rage in my mind, it keeps me from crying, but inside I'm slowly dying, because I don't know who I am. So I pick up an idol and become his biggest fan. Pattern myself to be just like Jack. I can have a big Cadillac, slinging crack. Invest seriously, and then I start rolling hard, and the rest is history. We're very insecure, got a few keys and holding G's. Nobody can be trusted. I sit with a shotgun and then my jock strap a small gap, because I'm so damn scared. Walk the streets alone at night, I wouldn't dare. Will I make it to 21? I'm only 19, my life has just begun. I got snatched up by the feds, I was slapped around, then assigned the concrete bed, and now I'm behind bars. Yesterday was the last day I would see stars. And now I'm feeling sorry, cause everything I ever did is coming back to haunt me. I'm crouched in a corner, hugging my knees. I'll be 37 by the time that I'm free. I got enough bed sheet, I'll make me a nice little noose and I'm out. One hell of a future. I fell into the head of the plan and I was over. The rage inside is still alive, and will survive until I die. And if that's tomorrow, you see, I went alone. My heart was filled with sorrow. It's a shame though, but it's all because of the rage in the ghetto. Shout out to the underground, took me in and gave me some knowledge, and now I'm ready. Hands up with the devil, ha ha, Ashibu. Brothers in black boots, stepping up, Hotep.
Brother Ashibu, Rage in the Ghetto. 1992. That was the hottest shit on the album. Hey, as a matter of fact, brother got on this morning, Brother Allende, and requested Brother Ashibu. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play some more from the album, but right now, we are joined by one of the daily toasters, Brother Shaka. And make sure you listen to Brother Shaka on the Mind of Shaka. Follow him on Facebook. Join his YouTube page, because this brother is very dedicated to what he's doing, a nation builder. Now he's a full brewer. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing life back to the community, and on top of that, he's an artist, right? So, Brother Shaka, you got some words for the people out there tonight?
I got a little song. You don't mind?
I don't mind. Let me turn it up, make sure they can hear you.
Okay, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Got a lot of little way. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Check it. If we stand on our ancestors' shoulders, they told us the road less traveled is the coldest. Yo, we soldiers, the bitterest of winds couldn't hold us. They thought they broke us, you know it's bogus. Progression to the back, stay focused. Some spread flakes, feels like locusts, and all my focus. Cigarette smokes, no joke, custom found a new way to choke us. Attention soldiers, we gotta make them feel they spoke us. Lynch like the willie that sold us. Mystery unfold, I shine. Where my people at, make some noise for the movement. This is the mother people with. Now pay attention to the words I say. I go. I may, where my people at, make some noise for the movement. It's the rhythm of the music we groove with. Now pay attention to the words I say. I go, I may. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Check it. I want to thank God for the gift that He granted me to break down things so you can see the truth, the light with all my soul. Funk, jazz, and rock and roll. That we can man for what's overdue. A revolution you and I may come true. We all born sinner and we won't break free until we overcome hypocrisy. So stop pointing fingers, reach to the sky, listen to the message, hold your head high, say na 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 na, and everybody be like na 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 na. We need to stop speculating and move into action. The war isn't waiting, disappeared in disaster. Time to change the way we think, what we say, what we do. Strategize, find the tools to build and execute. We are the ones that's chosen. The enemy is closing. They got the masses hypnotized. It's time for us to open their eyes. Word from the wise. Never catch a girl among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see it shine when you walk amongst the blind, even when you reflect divine. Where my people at, make some noise for the movement. Feel the rhythm of the music we groove with. Now pay attention to the words I say. I go, I may. Where my people at, make some noise for the movement. Feel the rhythm of the music we groove with. Now pay attention to the words I say. I go, I say.
Give it up for Brother Shaka, y'all. Give it up for Brother Shaka. That's right. Hey, I may. Hey, I ain't come in because, you know, when my mic is on, they turn yours off. So I would have came in, but, you know, we got to work that out. So you learning how to work the Uber conference. So in a minute, we'll be able to do the whole piece. And when we got a bunch of people on here, you can throw that out Somebody said, creatively speaking, is there nothing that the average black person is not proficient in? I find myself always asking these questions whenever someone such as Shaka sings. Wow. I don't even know who that... Shaka, that ain't you up on there patting yourself on the back. Who the hell is that?
Who is that?
I don't know. You know, because, family, look, a beautiful thing is happening, right? I go to the page, and I'm seeing so many posts that I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep up with reading the post for Gye-Nyame Journey. Oh, that's Anubis. That's Brother Anubis. And I'm like, Anubis posted up about 5 different articles a day. We got CeeLo posting up stuff on a daily basis. We got people activating those reticular formations in their mind, in their brains, so that they can start looking and finding the stuff that we need. Because we are providing a point of sanity on the internet, on the on the digital crossroads. Family, this is what we doing. So y'all have to understand, it's building up, and it's getting so crazy that at 5:15 in the morning, we got at least 5 people listening. Family, we are on something big, something very big, something very powerful. I just had a sister tell me tonight that she got some more people to add to the ancestors list, because in a minute, we ain't even going to be able to have no conversation in the morning. We just going to be toasting the ancestors. I'm going to have to cut my whole monologue out. You know what I'm saying? Because we are going to have a list. And listen, family, I want the list to be that long. I'm going to shut up and read the whole damn list. I don't care how many that we get. You understand what I'm saying? Because once we start really toasting our ancestors, remembering who we are, know whose shoulders we standing on, know who we building for, we look at the world different. And when we start looking at the world different, the world start to change. You got to understand.
Yeah.
You got to understand. So once again, we want to give it up for Brother Shaka for sharing his talent. He still has not played my favorite tune, but that's all right. I ain't gonna.
You know what? I'm gonna do that this time around. Let's get into this thing. And that's what I'm gonna come out with.
Okay, because hey, family, we moving into a blessed Nia tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get up. We're gonna do the show at the regular time, unless we get a vote right here tonight that we want to push it back a little bit so that y'all can sleep in. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody want to do that, we can. But if not, we getting up at 5:15 and we toasting those ancestors. So y'all need to go on and speak up. For those that definitely want to be there, do we need to push it back so that we go and let some people know? Make sure that when you come into the Mind of Shaka, or you come into Gye-Nyame Journey, you know what I'm saying? It's all family, right? Let's make sure that we're sharing, right? Because family, let me tell you what's happening, right? Less than 2 weeks ago, Brother Allende was trying to get on the Daily Toast when we was toasting. And he was not able to get on. This is why I tell y'all all the time, I'm trying to collect your information. When I send out the text, that's a list that we have built. You understand what I'm saying? That's our list. So that means that when Anubis start his show and we start conversating about comic book, that means when Tiandra's doing her thing and she throws it up, you know what I'm saying, we can text it out. That's the list that we built from the work that we're doing, right? Because we got and so Facebook is telling us with their logarithms that they are trying to keep us apart, because it does not benefit them for us to come together, although the medium is there, and because we have the right to use the medium, because we have exchanged a lot of our personal information to be on this motherfucker. They got to allow us to do it, but they stop it, right? That's why I ask every last one of you, when we own this show, make sure you push that share button every time, because we have to spread the word. Because there are 1,000 people for each one of us on here right now. There's 1,000 people out there that's looking for this. And every day there's millions of new people that's coming onto the internet that's tired of the bullshit, that's looking for a place of sanity and family. We got it. What does that mean? Since we on Ujamaa, that means that our pool of resources right? Cooperative economics, a pool where we can operate those economics. And I keep on telling y'all, economics is about the mastery of resources. It's about management of resources, not just money. You know what I'm saying? So this means that the pool of people with resources, the pool of resources that we have access to grows and blossoms. You understand? Some of y'all might be shy. You might not want to talk. Some of y'all might just want to share articles. Some of y'all might want to write, because in the same token, let's say, I'm going to tell you this. We also have a blog, Gye-Nyame.com. Type it in, Gye-Nyame.com. I'm looking for writers for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving keys to the kingdom, or not even the kingdom, to the nation and the tribe that we're building, so that we can start using this. Because I've been doing this, I've been doing this for, like, if I throw the blog in, I've been doing this for about 10 years. I'm telling you, my wife think I'm crazy, because for years I was talking to myself. So fuck it, this is about legacy building. But go ahead, Shaka. I know you got something you want to share before we jump into these folk tales.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. The more I request out of the universe, and Hatem, this SCOBY has changed my entire hookup. Listen, I already went to Akron and got a movie camera that they don't make no more, to read tapes that I recorded when I was back there in Columbus, right?
Uh-huh.
So my YouTube channel is about to be blasted with all kind of archival, documentary style stuff that was in the beginning of the movement. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have had the resources to go to Akron and just trade this brother some June. And I traded him a Wii and some June for this camera.
Ain't that
now,
oh man, hey, wait, hold on, Shaka. Next time you go to Akron, man, let me know.
I'm going tomorrow.
You going tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because my auntie be showing up on the timeline, and she wants some ambrosia. I got family up there that want ambrosia. I mean, well, I know.
I'll take her some bad too.
That's what I'm saying. And she want a SCOBY. Yeah. So when I go up there, I'll take her to SCOBY. But I'm gonna let them know that you're gonna be in town, because this is the issue, family. See, I was talking to you about staples, right? One of the things we can control is our brewing, right?
Yeah.
The SCOBY is.
This.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You remember that big 88 key Fender Rhodes jazz organ that I used to have?
Yeah.
I used to have to lug it around the gigs, and then I sold it to get this motif. Now, the thing is that I regretted that, because that was that's a vintage piece right there. Mm-hmm. That thing's worth some money. Anyways, this sister in Akron, her dad used to play for the jazz band, but, was sitting in the house, her mom about to move, and, and she wanted to, see what I paid for it. Yo, we both know what it's worth, but I told her, since all I have is, for this amount of money, and then I have this, this thing that I do. and once I told her what it was, she was like, oh, I drink kombucha all the time. I didn't even have to say too much more. Because the thing is that the kombucha that she's getting from Giant Eagle ain't nothing compared to what we produce independently.
Say it again. Say it again. Say that shit again. Say it again.
Hey, man. True story. They are extracting the mother out of the kombucha that...
The hell? Hello? Shaka.
So, go ahead.
No. Hey, Vicky. Keep on going. Vicky. Turn off your Bluetooth, baby. Turn off your Bluetooth. Oh. It's real life at Gye-Nyame Journey. Shit. All right, go ahead, Shaka.
Yeah, man. So I was explaining to her that, when you leave the mother in, that's where all the healing from.
You gonna have to start over, Shaka.
Yeah.
You have to start over. Start from they extract the
I rewind. So I told the sister that the kombucha that she buys at Giant Eagle is nothing compared to the stuff that we produce on an independent scale. I said they extract all the mother out so that you can't make your own at home. But while doing that, they take all the health benefits out of it. So you just wasting your money going there trying to get these probiotics, and they minimize it, and that's why they're able to sell it to you for $3 to $5. And so the piece is that I told her this, and I told her what was different about my SCOBY, what was different about the product that I was brewing, that it was fortified, that it's fortified for heart health, and told her my situation. And by the way, I don't know if I made this clear or not, but I've been able to wean myself off of these, meds. Now, one, I keep steady because that cleans these stents in my heart, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't want to mess around and just drop out of life because I'm on some nutty professor shit. But at the end of the day, she looked at that and she was like, you know what? That's worth a lot to me because my mother just had a double bypass. And so with what she's dealing with health-wise, she's like, not only could I benefit from that, but she can benefit from it. And that's my mom. So now we had this piece where I said, listen, I don't want to put no price on that. I want you to tell me what it, we didn't already make deal, but I want you to marinate on it, and I want you to hit me back later and let me know, what you desire. And she told me X amount of money, and if you can give me one of your producers and a gallon of that stuff, we can call it even.
Well, she want a SCOBY?
She want a SCOBY and a gallon of the red juice.
You got it. Did you produce a SCOBY yet?
Man, I got 8 of them.
God damn.
I got 8 of them.
Man, well, I'm going to shut up. I toast you, my brother. I toast you. The ancestors dropped something right in our laps, right? And you already benefiting from it. Family, listen. It's bigger. I mean, this is a big piece, but it's bigger than all this, right? So now, May 19th, in Columbus, we have the Malcolm X Festival going down here, right? And I will be sending out links for those that want to donate to help us build up, because right now the budget, we jumped the budget from 23 something to 3,000. And this is my piece. I already know my family's already gonna support, so I'm not even concerned about it. I'm like, shit, all right, cool. Throw another 600 on here because we want to make this a festival. I'm sending out the flyers to everybody on the Kwanzaa list. So if you want to keep up with what's going on with Gye-Nyame Journey, with the Black Phoenix, with the people in this tribe, just go to 614-300-1875. Period. 614-300-1875. And just text us, G&J. I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna send you a form where you can fill the form out and let me know what you want from us. Do you want to be in Daily Toast? Do you want to be one of the Daily Toasters? Because that's like the special forces of G&J. You understand what I'm saying? That's the special forces, all right? Because we talking with the ancestors on a daily basis. You want to just do folk tales for grown folks, or you want to do tribal quotes? You just want information about Kwanzaa? Do you want information about the camping trips? Because we're not playing here. It's going down, Shaka. It's going down. So what I'm going to do, before we get into Proverbs, I'm going to play one more. I'm going to play another song from my piece, and then you can go and do another song. Then we're going to get into these Proverbs, unless there's somebody out there that objects, because this is not my show. This is our show. Sister T, I'm just saying I'm so grateful for your investment, Brother Hatim, and thank you. And let me take back the donation piece. Family, I want y'all to understand, it's not a donation. When you make a donation to what we're doing, it's an investment. And I'm telling you right now, just like Shaka is telling you, you get returns. It's ridiculous. Shaka came up here, I gave him one SCOBY, and that was like 30 days ago. He has all no, really think about it. In 30 days, he done produced 8 SCOBYs. Not only has he produced 8 SCOBYs, he has created his own strain of SCOBY that can brew the type of drink that he needs for his heart needs. He already done told us that his hair has started growing, right? This ain't nothing that I created. This ain't nothing that Shaka created. It's something that because we asked the universe a question, the universe gave us an answer. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because we opened up to our ancestors opened up to us.
Hey man, you know what? The more that you talk, I'm gonna just say it like this: if Marvel has been telling our story. In fact, I'm gonna go as far, and Anubis, you tell me where I can make some modifications. But here's the piece: if we were a Marvel. If we were in a Marvel world, Hatim, you're Nick Fury. This SCOBY is like the Tesseract.
Damn, it is a Tesseract.
Right?
But go ahead.
And what I mean is that we have opened up a whole different dimension by aligning with this thing, with this source, right? And that's really how I'm feeling, is that everybody that I talk to about it, Hatim, how many people have you talked to and they're like, you know what, I didn't expect this blessing today? How many people have you talked to and you explain exactly what it is that you're extending to them and they're like, wow, I wasn't expecting to be put on like this today. And people are calling me on a regular basis like, Shaka, I'm feeling the back of my head do some stuff. I don't know what it's doing, but it feels good. I mean, listen, so that's I don't know who I would be in that universe yet. I just feel like that's a good starting point. You Nick Fury.
Wait, hold on.
This is like the test track.
But Brother Anubis says I could be a super scroll. Me and Anubis is we Sith. So I'm killing everybody. All right, here we go. Here's another track from the album. I think this is another one of my tracks. I was greedy. So we just heard Brother Ashfu. This is my piece right here. I might have played this already.
Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Now, let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Look into the background, working in the sand. It's the pyramid builder as the first man. Following the pole star straight from our hearts. Evolving from the black, cause the black is where it starts. Original, my brothers. Consisting of kings, priests, architects, and lovers. Four brothers, we move on. I think I use my melanin and step into the sun. It's a glorious, a beautiful, a bright, shiny day. Think I call upon the gods and let them know I'm on my way. A tisket, a casket, no money for a casket. Look into community as things are getting drastic. Evolving from a sleeper straight into a Mac. Looking at my ride as my brother said that crack. Where does it come from? Where does it grow? The answer to these questions everybody knows. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Nah, let's take a journey, tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Sitting on the seashore waiting for a ship. Chains on my hands, swords on my hips. Don't want to move to the fury of the lash. This is a glimpse of what happened in the past. So back on the ship, it's so hard for me to breathe. Exposed to the elements, heat and disease. Brothers just dying and the church of sharp bait. Chained up, I have to listen to my sisters getting raped. Lying on the hard floor, shit's in my hair. Hits were balls, little pits in the air. Trying to survive, but death's still my bet. But I know I'm gonna make it, cause my soul out the wreck. I lie and pray. This shit just nah, but who else can make this journey but a God? Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
Yo's turn, Shaka.
I said la da 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 da. I love Coochie chocolate from my man Ali. You got to float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. I think about it for a minute and you'll see it takes perseverance to get set free. When you see me on the avenue, bobbing my head, I'm reminiscing on a message that JB said. Sometimes I take a breath, face the clouds, I want to say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. I remember back in my early days, my pops used to play the music of Marvin Gaye. Until I got much older, politics made the world much colder. Now I see what he was going through, and just keeping it real, I want to holler to say, yeah. I'm not superstitious, but don't be quick to dismiss how this industry strategizes. Playing devil's hymn got us hypnotized. Don't second guess your genius. Those from the past have seen this. The world is simply coming to an end, but ain't no revolution on the UPN. How come we can't come together? Poverty is just a state of mind. The spiritual wealth is of the divine. All I ever wanted to see is everybody on a higher ground. Leave it down for each other, we keep each other down. Yeah. Oh. I said,
Give it up for Brother Shaka, y'all. Even though that wasn't my goddamn song, that's not what I requested. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna move into the quotes, cause he trying to hold out on the nigga. I understand.
I told you at the end, didn't I? I thought that's gonna be my closing.
That would whatever. Just say you don't know which song it is, brother. Just tell me you don't know what song.
oh, brother, I know which one it is. It's this one right here.
That's my shit right there. Okay. Okay. All right.
Say that again.
All right. So we are on day 22 for Tribal Quotes. For those that want to support the journey, you go to the website Gye-Nyame look on the top tabs. You got Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes. Just look at Tribal Quotes. You go and purchase the book. And those that are on my list, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have it and you want to get the book, I got you. I can send you a PDF. I share it with you on my Google Drive. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft, you getting on my goddamn nerves. I mean, y'all got am I the only one with shit just popping up on my computer? I don't want that shit. All right, all right, so here we go. Day 22. First one is by Confucius. A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. The next one is by a dude by the name of Omar Khayyam. A hair divides what is false and true. Ooh. My palm is itching, Shaka. You playing that lottery. It's some blessings is coming. If you dance, this is the next one. If you dance with crocodile, you better plan what you're going to do when dance is done. That's from Guyana. Shaka, better yet, family out there. First one to post up a number between 1 and 3. First one to post up a number between 1 and 3. That's what we're going to jump into. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy how my life has been aligning with some of these proverbs because I had to use one of these this morning. Well, my fault. Yeah, this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? All right, 3. Okay, cool. If you dance with crocodile, you better plan what you're going to do when dance is done. Shaka, you want to go first on that one or you want me to hit it?
Hey, man, listen here. You go ahead. You go ahead. I got something goofy in my head. You go ahead.
All right, cool. So now, this one is about danger. Right? This one is about taking a chance. That's that crocodile. So, family, when we decide that we're going to dance with danger, we have to have a plan for what we're going to do when the music stops. Right? It's sort of like having that backup plan. Because a lot of us, if we look at a lot of our young people, they need these type of proverbs. Because think about it. We got a lot of young people who lose their life. And not just the physical coil, not just what we call in Gye-Nyame the shell, not just this physical body. They lose their life to time in jail because they decided to dance with the crocodile or dance with the devil. But when the music stopped, the backup plan didn't show up. The backup plan didn't magically appear. Right? Those of us that are nation builders, we have to understand that we're dancing to a music right now. In many cases, we're dancing with a crocodile. What does a crocodile do? When the music takes the crocodile is jamming. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time. When that music stops, the crocodile turns back into a crocodile. And crocodiles seek to consume things, especially things of flesh like yourself. So, family, if you're gonna dance with danger, if you're gonna dance, do a trump with the devil. If you're gonna do these things, you have to be planning on what to do when the music stops. I'll leave it right there. Brother Anubis, the Unsleeping One, has posted up a YouTube video. Please let us know what it's about. Oh, and also, if you could, man, could you inbox me the video that you sent me about how you felt Star Wars should have worked? The one from the game where they was doing the lightsaber. Oh man, he sent me this video where they was doing the lightsaber fights was so. That was not you?
That was me. That was me. I was gonna wait till you got done.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what I posted up? It was a video of that old dude. I guess him and his buddies was playing golf or something like that. And I guess an alligator was out on the green. So he went over there with a towel. He went over there with a towel and put a towel over the alligator's face and thought he was just going to slide him over into the little creek. That alligator turned around and grabbed his arm so fast. Man, the dude was lucky that the alligator wasn't hungry at that particular time.
Yeah, because he take a harm. shit, they don't be playing, man. And it's like, that's real life. What's your plan? All right, you know what I'm saying? What's your plan? When I was in Ghana, my wife's my wife's uncle asked me, and I should, like I said, a lot of these are repeat stories. I'm old, so y'all got to bear with it. He asked me, he said, brother, what's your major? I said, what? He said, what's your major? He said, I'm not in college. He said, no. I'm not talking about your major in school. I'm talking about your major in life. This is what this made me. You know what I'm saying? The question I have to ask all my nature builders, the question I have to ask all my warriors, the question I have to ask all my tribe members is, what's your major? What's your plan? Many of us are dancing with this guy. Even though we don't think we're dancing with it, even though we think we're separated from it, we are dancing with a crocodile. If we are in America right now, we're dancing with the crocodile, and the question is, what are you going to do when the music stops? When it's not cute no more? When the crocodile's not snapping his finger and having a good time? You know what I'm saying? And it's time for him to eat. You have to understand that just like that dude at the golf course who thought he could just throw the blanket over the crocodile's head and then slide the alligator, and the alligator is trying to take you with him. The alligator is trying to get a snack. And
what was he thinking in the first place? Like, it was going to be all right. Like,
right. If I blind him, he's not going to know what happens. Right? You know, he watched the crocodile. You know what I'm saying? We watched the crocodile hunter and think that he could just jump on this motherfucker and have his will with him. But we have to understand, man, crocodiles ain't playing. You might get them to dance for a minute. You might be able to wrestle with them, but go and make the wrong move. Let the music stop. This is why I tell us, family, we're dancing with a crocodile. This is why we got to tribe up, because when we start tribing up, right? When the music stops, it won't just be you with the crocodile. See, because I don't know about the golf course piece, but I'm telling you right now, if me and Shaka and Anubis was on the golf course and I did some dumb shit like, yo, man, it's a crocodile. Let's go. I'm going to go push him in. You know what I'm saying? I go and I throw the towel over his head and I start to push the damn crocodile in the water, right? And this motherfucker bites me. I can guarantee that two of my brothers is going to be there trying. One going to be holding me to stop me from going in the water so that motherfucker won't go into the death roll on me. And the other one is going to be stomping on the goddamn crocodile's head. See, tribes can deal with a fucking crocodile. As an individual, you're going to have a very hard time. The way to defeat the crocodile we are involved with, we are dancing with right now, family, is by tribing up. Somebody says, I believe in exterminating dangerous creatures and entities. There got to be that Sith out there. There has to be the unsleeping one. You know, because he get cranky. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to leave no room on the planet for, as he calls them, dangerous creatures and entities. Right? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, when we got children, I mean, we got to think about that shit. Because there is a lot of dangerous creatures and entities floating around this motherfucker. And we dancing with them. We adjusting with them. We having fun. But let the music stop. Your turn, Shaka.
Brother, I cannot help but to think about, and I wish that there was something other than movie day for us to be able to view this thing together, though, man. But it's a documentary of all things. It's a documentary called The Last Lioness, and it's on YouTube, and it's narrated by Jeremy Irons, who was the voice of Scar on Lion King. And the footage that they have of this lioness is just amazing because honestly, Hatem, I'm gonna tell you what, it's better than most movies that I've seen with $2 million budgets. All right, I'm talking about what this lioness had to go through. She had to protect herself and her mate from a pride of lioness, and lion, he got taken out. They got and then come to find out, she birthed three lion cubs. Had to protect them from man, from fire, from the water, from the lioness who were still hunting her down. Found herself some refuge in a little spot. Had to protect her children from the crocodile, from the wildebeest, from the hyena. Man, the movie is so amazing, and it wasn't like they was like, all right, now lioness in this scene, can you act a little bit intimidated? No, this was all real life live action, and I don't want to give it away at all. It's just that in the beginning of the movie, she had to choose to go north, where the lioness were hunting her, to go west, where there was fire, go east, where there was man, or to go south, where there was water. And one thing that cats hate
is water.
Is water, because she knows what lurks beneath. And so there's, and of course, there's no way to precaution her youngins. This is their first time. So they follow their mom into the water. The last one was reluctant and waited too long. And that was the first time that she felt the heart. Her name is Marita, which means mother of lion. And Marita, for the first time, felt like she didn't deserve her name. And you can see it in her face. And all the emotions that she experienced as human beings, man, I can't even go any more into it. Look up on YouTube for The Last Lioness. And I promise you, if you watch it with your families, if you watch it with your mate, if you watch it with whoever, this thing, it's more lessons in that than most of the movies that we're watching right now.
Anubis says Shaka is forged from the X-Men. And he also says it's very embarrassing that films being produced for less than $5K has a far superior production value than some of these tentpole films.
That's a true story. Hey, one of my top 5 movies of all time is City of God, and a lot of people don't know this, but there is not one actor in City of God that got paid more than $5,000.
That shit. Listen, City of God was so good that I changed my mind about going to Brazil after seeing that shit. Dude, I mean, you got to realize I'm a motherfucker that walked through ghetto streets at nighttime in cities that I don't know. I saw that shit. I said, I ain't going to Brazil. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? If you have not seen the City of God, Anubis says, did you get a chance to see the follow-up such as, oh, you know what? I didn't get to see City of Man. I was, let me put it this way. When I see a movie that affects me in a certain way, I'm kind of like, for example, with Black Panther 2, right? Because I know a lot of people think because of what I said about Down with Wakanda, y'all might think that I'm not, I love that movie. But I would be kind of scared to go see part 2 because I'm scared it might fuck it up. So is City of Men worth seeing?
You might feel that way, Hassan. You might, but it's worth seeing in the sense that you can say that you saw it and that you wasn't missing out.
Because you said that, City of Man is off the list. I'm not seeing that shit. I'm going to go see The Lion piece. But I'm going to be very fucked up if they have that Lion movie part 2. With, you know what I'm saying? Like how she survived all this shit. Now we're going to follow her some more. Because I know some sad news coming. at the end of
Is
that.
Forge one of the Summers brothers?
No, my friend. I was about to say something else. Forge is a mutant that has the ability to build anything with the tools that he has. His mutant ability is he is a natural forge. He's a forge.
Right. That's live. Now you got me. I got something new to research.
Anubis says he's a Native American with the natural ability he could build anything, and like you know what I'm saying, his technological skill is on par with anybody in the Marvel universe naturally. He like everybody else, they got to study the theories and he only has to understand that shit. He be like he has a stick of gum, a shoestring, a light bulb, and some duct tape. He'll make a laser beam out of that shit.
Hey man, that's dope. Thanks, Anubis. Thanks for putting me on.
So, all right. On to, let's say, Shaka, your turn, 1 or 2.
All right, let's go with 2.
Okay, a hair divides what is false and what is true. Hot damn. You have to go first this time. Dance around that shit. Come on, Shaka. Come on. Do the rope-a-dope. Do the rope-a-dope.
This reminds me of the story of the blind man and the elephant. It was 5 blind men, and they had no idea what an elephant was, and so they had a friend guide them to an elephant, and this friend put them all around the elephant, and they surrounded the elephant, and they put their hands out to experience what the elephant was. And then after they marveled the elephant, and they touched the elephant and interacted with the elephant, they walk away, and later on they have a conversation over the fire about what they experienced in the elephant. And one of the guys is like, oh man, elephant, beautiful and fascinating. Really thick hair and hairy. Hairy was this elephant. And the next one said, well, I beg to differ. The elephant was hard and solid like marble, pointy, but curved. The next one said, no, the elephant was dry to the touch and wrinkly and almost scaly to the touch. And so, y'all get where it's going. The moral to that piece is that based on where they were standing, they all had a different context and experience of what the elephant was, because one is touching a tusk, one is touching the skin, one is touching the tongue and it's clammy and wet, and the other one's touching the tail. And he's pulling the tail and really coarse, thick hairs, you know? And so when you go to the proverb, the way that we embellish based on our experience and based on not just that particular experience, but what we have experienced previous to that experience is really what determines how we tell the story. And so it, you know, as Hot Tim is always saying, own your own narrative. Well, some people take their narrative and they tell it like an X-Men story. Some of them tell it like we got superpowers, and people like giving them the side are like, really, that's what happened when you said that you flew? Really? That's what it was? That wasn't just a regular turn up? You know what I'm saying? So the piece is that everybody has a little bit of an untruth
based on the bias that they bring into the experience in the first place.
You said everybody has a little untrue. Go ahead, Shaka. All right, we got a caller from 614. Who's on the line? Hello?
Hey, it's Cherish on the line.
How you doing, Miss Cherish? Welcome.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us. Do you have something you want to share?
I'm just listening in for now.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so we're talking about the Proverbs if you just now coming in. And the one we're talking about is a hair divides what is false and true. CeeLo, back up. So, Shaka, you said everybody has a little bit of falseness in them, and at the same time, everybody has a little truth in them. And it's a lot of times when you look at, when we look.
No, I didn't say falsehood. I said bias.
You ain't say bias. Don't make me rewind.
Rewind that.
Don't make me. Oh my God.
See what I'm saying? Exactly. That proves my point.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. So a hair divides what is false and what is true. Now, a hair, if you look at it, is very thin. And there's a very thin line between what's false and true. Because when we really look at things from a divine, if, like, for example, we talk about how spiritual we are, but yet we sit around and we argue about good and evil, right and wrong, up and down, to something that's truly divine, is really no difference between those things. And I know that's kind of crazy because, like, we talk about righteousness and, you know what I'm saying? But the question is when you look at these things, right, from our perspective. See, because everything we look at, we're looking at it from our perspective. What makes our perspective? Our perspective is not formed by universal truth. It's not. Microsoft, you getting on my goddamn. Microsoft is getting on my nerves. Do anybody know how to stop this stuff from popping up? They trying to sell me something out the store. You know what I'm saying? And all right, back to the point. When we're looking at stuff, we can only look at it from our perspective. And our perspective is not formed by universal truth. It's formed by our personal experiences, by how we interacted with life. So oftentimes when we're arguing over what's true, right, it's little minute differences that causes us to have conflicts with family and friends. Because we have a different way of looking at the world. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, like, for example, you got Jews and Muslims beefing. But when you really look at it, if there's even a hair link with that separates what they're talking about. You got Muslims and Christians that's been falling out for a long time, but there's a hair that separates the Islam from Christianity. If we really look at it, right, when we step back and we really look at those things, and it's like a lot of us are falling out about something that there's only a hair, something as thin and as small as a hair that's separating our truth from what we call somebody's falsehood. As a matter of fact, I heard it stated that one man's religion is another man's myth. There's a hair difference. There's a hair difference in there. It's a matter of how I'm looking at the world. And what we need to be able to do is to step back, and especially with people within our tribe, within our family, is to step back and try to remove that hair so that we can see where they're coming from, rather than trying to judge it. Because even our perspective, as hard as it may believe, even our perspective can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we allow these little hair with problems separate us. Like, I'm hearing people, two of my favorite YouTube stations are fighting over politics and economics. One say politics is the way to go, the other say economics is the way to go. And when you really look at the arguments there, it's only a hair's width that separates those. Where if they was to step back, they would see that both of them go hand in hand.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, in ancient Kemet, we dealt with this hair's width by calling we will have, you got Maya, because a lot of people talk about Maya. See, this is what bothers me about people that talk about Maya. People talk about Maya, not realizing that Maya represents balance. Right? Truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony. This is Maya. She represents all those things, but she also represents the balance of those things. So she also represents disharmony. She also represents injustice because it's a balance there. You can't have justice if you don't have injustice. Part of the dilemma that we are caught in is that this universe, in order to exist, it has to have opposites. Period. We exist in between the opposites. Once you erase one, you erase the entire universe. What happened? Somebody fart? What was that? What happened? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't fart over here, y'all. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but in Egypt, we called it Mayati, right? The two truths. I want y'all to think about this. You got people building pyramids, right? They need accuracy. But yet, one of the highest concepts they have is the two truths. They didn't do either or like we've been taught. They did both and. You can be right and wrong at the exact same time. So it eliminates that hair width. Right? I'm going to allow you to be, I might not agree with you. I'm going to allow you to have yours. Allow me to have mine. And we get along. Right? So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's true, and that's really why a lot of like Caucasian people, I think that's why they're getting ahead, because they know they might have a different, or a different perspective when it comes to certain things like religion or politics. But at the end of the day, they come together. They look out for each other.
Word.
They look out for their neighborhoods. They live in beautiful neighborhoods, so it's, I don't know. I think that we've just been beat and conditioned, like, to the point of, I don't want to, it can be returned, but it just depends on the people. It depends on their frame of mind. And just getting that word out to them and talking to people. But, some people, not to judge them, but some people are so messed up, you get to talking to them about the truth and they'll slip on you.
Oh, man. It's very uncomfortable.
Yo.
But let me say, you know what the issue is with us? Family. I'm going to say this to y'all, and some of y'all might get offended, especially those of you that's coming in later, but you have been domesticated. We exist in a zoo.
Hey, let me say it like this out there.
I see the baby is dropping the wisdom now. But go ahead, Shaka.
Listen, what it is that we don't check each other because we don't have a community that can forthright check. For example, you go to any random African American household in any random city. You go to that city. If I go to Akron tomorrow and if I visit your auntie and I say, man, hey, where's y'all holistic healer? What's she gonna say?
I don't. What that baby just said.
I'm sorry, I'm listening.
That's cool. What that baby
Right.
just said. I don't know.
Yeah, right, exactly. So the thing is that, what do we have? What do we have? If we don't have a healer, if we don't have a healer situated in each city or in each neighborhood, then that means that anybody rocking a medallion can be that. We make up our own shit as we go, and we don't follow a protocol. It don't take much education, maybe some math. Be a drug dealer out here, you can find them a dime a dozen in any city that you go to. Whatever you're looking for. I go to Akron, hey, whatever. I go to Columbus. I go to Southfield for that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, piece is, I'm having a little bit of a mind buffer, but listen, we don't have a traditional standard
You know
in
what
the way we make up our community.
Do you know what they call that?
What's that?
Certification bodies. In their community, they call it certification bodies. You can't claim something and not be certified by that body, because if you do, they will call your ass on the carpet, take you to jail, take your license. If they need to, they will beat the hell out you. You know what I'm saying? That comes from us being domesticated. Because I want you to think about this. When you look at an animal in the zoo, right? You see him rocking, you see him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't adjust. And then you had the babies in the zoo, right? But if you was to take them back to the wild, they wouldn't be able to survive. Family, we have been domesticated, right? And because we have been domesticated, we only have to see one side of the truth. And that's the side that put food on our table.
Not that damn gorilla. That gorilla was like, hey, I'll let this baby go when y'all let me go.
Or I will kill this baby before I let you have it. That's a whole different mind state. That's a being that has experienced freedom. But we have been locked up so long that we don't even know. So we rocking back and forth and don't even know why. We upset, we don't even know why. It's because we've been domesticated. For all intents and purposes, family, it's almost like we're not even a wild animal that's domesticated. We're more like a chicken or a cow. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to have, for some of these cows nowadays, you don't even have to have fences, no God. You got fences less to keep it from running away, more so to keep it safe. Because the dumbass animal will walk on the street. Huh?
I said, I'm just an 8-piece up in this mug. I ain't even a...
Dog, no.
Go ahead.
You just domesticated. We domesticated. And by us trying... And this is why it's important for us to stay separate, because as we start coming together, we start recognizing some of the domesticated behaviors. This is why wolves and dogs don't get along. They're the same species. It's the same species. But a wolf will eat a dog's ass up. Will eat them. Because they don't recognize him. You don't even smell right. How dare you walk on 4 legs and try to run with us? So we're gonna move to this last proverb. Before we go to this last proverb, let me go to one more track. We did 8 last time. 7. All right, we did 8. We're going to do 9. I think this one is called Bustin' Loose, and if I'm correct, this is by Brother Hazin and Brother Hassani. All right? Smooth and Hassani. Oh no, this is I played this morning. This is the Boogeyman, Brother Taiwan.
What's up, y'all? Stop the violence is the name of the scene. This brother come to kick some reality. Black on black crime must cease to stop. Cause you're killing one another with a gun for rock. And on the other hand, you got the Ku Klux Klan promoting all your brothers cause you're killing your own man. Stupidity. Yes, you think you reign supreme. I got a question. What's up with our case? A dream that a real man died for. We need to stop the violence and put our knees to the floor. And respect one another cause it's God's right. Cause now in the day, it's either premeditated or crazy for the notice where you live. But if you don't, you violence, they say that you're tripping. And you're tripping and get off of the wrong start. Then act like you know, and give me faith from the heart. Let's go to school, get a degree, and be your role model. You never know in the future that you could be somebody's idol. Stop the violence, grab a hand, cause peace is the master plan. So let me ask you this, yo, are we in there? Pump it up one time, increase the peace. 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 I'm about to kick him, I'm about stopping violence. Steady as I'm buzzing with this and give me silence, yo. I knew a brother who used to deal a dime, sell a few quarters just to get a nine. He was broke, in other words, fine. But in my mind, the brother was declining. A straight A student who went straight to an F. Got in his Bible with his brother and he took his last breath. Damn, he got the juice from killing his blood. The only true person in his life that he loved. Walking through the streets and he got caught. By a bullet to the head is where he got shot. I can't understand why we do what we do. Execute another brother for a new pair of shoes. We need to cease the violence before we start to change. Cause if our children figures out that we're not in the same game, it's over. With no future to live to, and I guess they'll become recruits too. Where I'm from, it's the same old stuff. Blacks killing blacks just to show their nuts, beating one another. You know that's whack. We need to kill the violence, cause if we don't, then we all jacks.
Say that one more time.
Then we all jacks.
Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace.
NYPC, you can never put a call in debt. The first 15 minutes of the news, they say, I'll run up like another drug called crack rock. It's taking in the children in the future, killing the adults. Since the thought of kids selling, no positive rebellion, trying to make them on this back, they go to heaven. But no, that's not the way it works. It's not a science, it's a new vocab called stop the violence. There's another flavor, the flavor's called black. It's not called a candy, cause the candy makes you fat. The thing I'm stressing is a thing called black. You better step back before you get attacked.
Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace. Increase the peace.
It's a shame you can't even walk the streets. You gotta think twice about carrying a piece. They all want some of this stuff called crack, but to me that's very, very, very whack. That's why I'm saying the violence needs to stop. We need to help one another. We can't be killing the cops because times is getting rough. The economy's slipping up. So pay attention and listen up. Like, what does it really mean? Does it mean you're on the corner selling keys? Or does it mean you're going to school to get an education? Maybe you can be and help the black nation. What is the violence in the world? It's a simple fact. If you look around, raise the blacks and take your hands out your pants and listen up. Got the boogie man just told you what's up.
Increase the peace. 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 Increase the peace.
Increase the peace.
Increase.
1992, the number. Another summer.
That's my year.
Increased. You was born in 1992?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm old. So that's the album we dropped in 1992. Real African by the Afrocentric Warriors. Shaka, it's time for my song, homie.
Yes, sir. Say that again.
It's time for my song, man. Come on now, because we got one more.
Time for that. Go.
It's time.
Go. I got you, yo. I told you.
All right, let me hear it.
All right, so we're gonna do it like this, and y'all can sing it at home. You know, it's real easy. You ain't even gotta know none of the words. The hook just go like this. So when it come around, you can sing it at home to yourself. It go like this. Ba-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-doo-ba. Let's do it. Radio. Ba-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-doo-ba. Let's do it. Radio. The first time we caught each other's eyes, the rebirth of love was born that day. And as I tried not to stare, I was helplessly aware of true love divine. As you looked my direction, I could dream in your eyes. Rearrange the stars through astrology. Draws your love closer to me. It's amazing that someone as beautiful as you and me. It seems like heaven, but I've never died. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Radio. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. Radio. Something about your love makes my head spin like a carousel. Happiness all I feel. I dig your confection, 'cause you're sweeter than meringue. Girl, you're my everything. Your beauty is phenomenal, and my surprise when I see you smiling, I see heaven in your eyes. Heaven in your eyes. A little, come on, Bobby, come on. A little big on bum bum bum. A little bum bum bum. A little bum bum. About the bum 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 bum. Do it bum bum. Do it. Stop do it bum bum. Do it. About do it bum bum. Don't do it bum bum. Do it. About do it bum bum. Do it. About do it bum bum. Do it. About do it bum bum. I say your love divine.
Give it up for brother Shaka. Goddamn. Man, that shit, wow. All right, thanks for that, brother. Hey, so we got one more proverb, family, and we're gonna be shutting it down. So I want to thank everybody in advance for joining us, right? But I'm just letting y'all know that was called Divine. That was a song that Shaka created years ago. And it's on, if you got one of those old CDs, it's on A Dime Bag of Soul. That shit, man.
Oh, man.
What? I told you that was my song, dog. That's my shit.
If you own a dime bag of soul, man, one of these days, I guarantee you, it's gonna be priceless.
I'm telling you, man.
You know what? it's less than 1,000 copies of the one that you got. You know that, I tell you. You know, I was
You was
copying them
making
off my laptop
off
if
of it.
people was asking for them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those love songs where you be like, damn. I mean, because like if you ever really been in love, you know that song. The man said, head spins like a carousel. Happy is all I feel. If you been in love, you know what the fuck he means. If you ain't been in love, I feel for you.
That.
You know what I'm saying? I realign the stars. Oh man, I said when I first heard that, I was like, oh dude, that's a hit. But it's unfortunate a lot of people just can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the R. Kellys out there talking about bumping and grinding and shit. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't even have no legitimate, you can't really have no legitimate conversations nowadays. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it's changing. But shit, back then, you couldn't have no legitimate conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Actually, some of the women used to scare me because they was as aggressive as fuck. I'm like,
hey.
like shit, be like we going to your place or mine. I'm homeless, and I don't want to go with you. Hey, listen. I mean, seriously, man. You know. So it's like, dude, you know, being a brother looking for. I'm looking for my head spinning like a carousel. I'm looking for the astrology. I'm looking for the thunderbolt from God. When you see somebody, if you ever been in that situation where you seen somebody and they struck you in such a fashion where you had to stop everything you was doing to try to have a conversation. If you never did that, you ain't gonna feel the same.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what. But see, you know, I gotta say, because I think that overall in life, we try to get back to that sense of weightlessness, that state of innocence, and that's when love was the most profound to me. Is when, you know, I was in that place, that age of innocence, if you will.
Right.
Before we get stung by the heartbreak, before we get stung with the betrayal of what comes after love and all of that. And so, you know, you got sisters out here that'll be like, see, that's why your ass ain't got nobody right now. Probably so, because I'm waiting on that to come back around. And, you know, so if I'm doing it wrong, then somebody school me. But I ain't grown attached to no luggage that I ain't willing to move forward with. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, and last proverb today by Confucius: a man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. Somebody want to go and jump on that one first, or y'all want me to hit that? Y'all better go on.
What about you, Cherish? Why don't you go ahead and lead?
Putting me on the spot, I'm listening.
Go ahead, girl. Put it back.
I'm listening to the male perspective.
A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake.
That's definitely true.
What'd you say?
That's definitely true.
That's definitely true.
Definitely true. And why wouldn't you want to correct it? It's the question, you
man.
know?
Well, here's the thing.
That's a good conversation right there.
You ask a question like that. Because here's the piece. And you probably heard me say this before. I say the distinction between a boy and a man is accountability. And so, you know, we've been around the circle of some shady cats, man, and seen experience some some nonsense.
That shit ain't funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but when you see a man defending a lie, and it's to the point where it's almost believable, but you done saw where the actual lie took place, so you know it's not the truth. And it's like, if this man is this convincing, when he looking you square in the eye, pleading for you to, don't treat me like that. Don't treat me, come on, we better than that. Come on, Hot Tim, just leave me the card. You know, like, man, everything that I buy is gonna go straight to this house.
God damn. Why you gonna go and hit me in the private? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's almost, wow, punch me in the stomach. Why don't you, motherfucker? Tell him my business. Okay, I fell for it.
All right, so go ahead, man.
So, a man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. Now, we got to remember, a lot of our lives are built on, I mean, think about this. We only know who we are because of the reflection that we get from other people. So now, this is why a man or any individual may not want to admit the mistake, because they may have built their whole life on it. So for me to admit the mistake would be for me to erase who I thought I was all this time. Now, the same question can be expanded to society. A society who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. We are existing in a society that has made a mistake and has not admitted its mistake. So we continue to make more and more mistakes because the whole idea of this country is built on a mistake. It's built on a lie, a purposeful lie. Let's even just take out the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to recognize that you made a mistake, but to admit it takes a whole different level, as Shaka say, a whole different level of accountability, right? I run into people all the time who justify their wrongs because other people are wrong. They won't admit that they made a mistake, and because in their mistake somebody else did something else, this encourages them to continue on with the mistake. And we probably could trace a lot of our psychological issues, a lot of our pains, a lot of our sorrows back to mistakes that we just tried to step over rather than admitting. Right? Because we live our lives because we've been taught it's just about us. But our lives has never been just about us. Our lives are like a domino in the universe of things, and every choice we make causes some dominoes to fall in different directions. Everything we do causes things to happen. This is why I constantly try to remind people, not only I hate you, Microsoft, I'm really starting to hate you. This is why we have to live our lives as generational people. We have been here before. We are here now.
Your first mistake was not getting a Mac.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm an Android man. I'm dealing with this PC because they ain't create a Chromebook yet that can handle it can handle my speakers, but it can't do the camera. I need a quality camera. Just smart ass. All right. Now, back to the point I'm trying to make. We are generational people, and being generational people means we have been here, we are here now, and we shall return. And once we start living our lives as if our lives don't belong to us, but belongs in the total scheme of things, it'll make it easier for us to admit our mistakes, because then we start realizing that our mistakes or our lives or our purposeful doings affect other people. This is how you know we've been domesticated, because it's like it's almost like we don't realize some natural laws, right? When I push something down, it's not just that thing that falls, it's other things that go out. There's sound waves that travel out into the universe. There's a vibration that is caused by the thing that I failed that might affect something somewhere else. So we think that we operate as an island alone. So we don't have to admit our mistakes. We can hide them, you know what I'm saying? Because this is another reason I say that most of us are closet atheists. Because we act as if nobody or nothing in the universe sees the shit that we do. So I don't have to admit my mistake. I don't have to make corrections. I could be wrong as hell because nobody has to know. The Unsleeping One says, I am anxiously awaiting for people like Cleve to build me a system personally. Cannot wait to get rid of my Mac. Hey, that's what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when y'all hear me yelling at Cleve in the morning, I'm putting dominoes and lining them up so that I got stuff falling. Because let's say Cleve don't pick it up, right? But his sister seeing him getting up might inspire her to do it. Or Cleve talking about complaining to somebody else might inspire them. That will create the system that we need. You understand what I'm saying? So oftentimes, not only do we have to understand that our mistakes are holding us back, so is our inactions. Because just like we know that we affect things accidentally, we have to also realize, family, that we affect things when we are operating on purpose. See, I mean, because it's important for... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That's deep. Just the fact that you said, you know, the whole thing about, like, how if we're holding ourselves back, you know, that can cause an issue. Like, I don't know. I'm working on my communication and wording things better, but I can say I feel like I've held myself back from a lot of things that I should have been done by now, that I feel is my purpose, but I feel like fear, like having fear has held me back a lot. And I feel like I'm paying for it now. But I feel like now that I've realized the fear held me back and now I'm going towards my goals, things are getting better.
You know, I feel like I need to say, Cherish, that when you look at who you are in your world, if you are not the victor, if you are not the leader, if you are not the queen in your own existence, then where on earth will you ever be that? The piece is that in order for you to become someone that you've never been, you've got to go to a place that you have not yet gone to. And so that fear that captivates you, you can transform into faith to be able to take those steps into nothingness and be sure that there will be grounds beneath your feet. And that's a path that a lot of us who've traveled this path, that's what the beginnings feel like, because you are stepping in a direction, not only in a direction, but on grounds that are not even familiar to the touch of your foot. And so you got to go there. And before you even venture there, to be able to have in your heart what that destination feels like, and it will manifest.
Prime example. These shows, we go without scripts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, you know, the close thing we got to the script is the books we go from. And then on the morning toast, the only script, the close thing I got to the script is the list of ancestors. Every morning I have to wake up and wonder what, you know what I'm saying, as I get ready for the show, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. And it's just a matter of us doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I got a saying, stop living your life on accident and start living on purpose. Many of us, our whole life is built on mistakes. And what's even deeper, man, many of us have been told that our very existence is a mistake. I didn't mean to have you. I was born to a teenage mom. Suppose, before I was born, I was told in the womb that I was a mistake. So I can't help but to wonder how many of the young people I work with right now are being told the same thing or feel deep down inside the same thing because people are dumping their mistakes on them. And it's like, boom, until we claim our place, until we, like Chuck was talking about at the beginning, when we started talking at the beginning about the SCOBY and asking the universe and speaking to the universe about what we want, until we're clear, we're stumbling around, which means that when you stumble around, mistakes happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not only mistakes happen, but it just seems like everything is a blur.
Woo!
Like you'll try to think about, like, in me, I'm one of those type of people where I can remember a lot. Like a lot of my friends and family will be like, "You got the memory of an elephant. How do you remember, memories back when you were 2 and 3 and 4 and 5?" And I remember those things, but lately, like the past few years, like probably like the past 2 years have just been a blur. It's like I've been on like autopilot.
I've been there.
Instead of controlling, my plane, I've just been on autopilot. And I'm noticing it now, and that's why I'm like, okay, no. Something's got to give. Let's get this going.
Yeah. You know what? That comes from me, in my experience. Those autopilot years are when, where I'm just trying to maintain life as the world around me changes. And as the world around me changes, so does the inner workings of my world. So certain things start slipping away, and it's like it's a very transient state. Every time I move from one city to the next, I gave up something. I sacrificed something for refuge. And I don't necessarily know what that thing is until I've absolutely left it and cannot reach out and grab it again. You understand? So every single time you move into a different space, it's something that you leave behind, whether it's the relationships with the people or the relationship or the refuge that you once had. Once you realize that that's not there anymore, your heart feels it, your body feels it before your mind recognizes it. And it's like, man, you know what it is? I used to have this, or I used to have my mama, I used to have my dad to be able to reach out and call him. Or I had this one friend that, every time this went down, I would go to, and I had that. But when you move away from those individuals, well, you have to rebuild the people to establish those fundamental roles in your life once again. And so Tim has a piece, about, and I'll let him explain it, about having an anchor. And having that anchor allows you to be able to maintain a perspective of what you intend to have in your world, let alone the things that you are intentional about keeping out.
Brother Nuba says you have to also find ways to conquer this dangerous plague called procrastination. I have mentioned that a few times now, but I think a little reminder is fair. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's true.
And one of the things we start to realize is that all the people around you that are providing things that you think they are providing is actually all you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, it's like let's just stop it right here. We all got food to think about. We could catch up tomorrow morning for the toast and continue this lesson, because this is a continuous discussion. We are on day 21. I got 90 days of this. This book is full of 90 days of proverbs and quotes so that you can work through, and we can have shows like this and have discussions. This is my second time through this book. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is my second time. This, you know what I'm saying? We have to be consistent in doing our things. Because oftentimes we start finding, and I mean, it's sort of like running sandpaper over ourselves to smooth ourselves out, suffering. You know what I'm saying? Suffering. It brings out the best in us. Struggling through stuff. Being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But family, I want to thank every last one of y'all for joining us. I ain't gonna play no more songs because Shaka capped it off with Divine. So I'm gonna let it stay divine. I'm gonna say y'all have a great and powerful night. And I pray that you dream as beautiful as you are. And with that, this is Brother Hatim, and I am out. I want to send shots out to Brother Shaka. I want to send shots out to Sister Cherish. I want to send shots out to Anubis, the unsleeping one. I want to send shots out to Sister CeeLo. I want to send shots out to, who else was on? Sister Tiandra. I want to send shots out to, well, some people popped up that I didn't even know was up. We got 3 people on now. I don't know who it is. But hey, we out. And I will see y'all tomorrow for the toast. Get your glass. Get your water. I see you. And with that, family, remember to like and share. And once again, I got to remind you, you're now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm shocked. This is a Heart of December production. This has been Tribal Quotes, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night. Ooh, Microsoft, I hate you. Peace out, family.
Peace.
Peace.